Dutch F-35 Lightning II fighter jets have become central to NATO's defensive efforts along its eastern flank after a dramatic overnight confrontation in which they helped intercept a wave of Russian drones that penetrated Polish airspace. The events of September 10 underscored both the seriousness of the threat posed by Russia's ongoing drone campaign against Ukraine and the importance of Allied cooperation in shielding NATO members from collateral incursions. For the Netherlands, the deployment of its most advanced combat aircraft to Poland was intended as a deterrent gesture. Instead, it has quickly transformed into an active mission in defense of European skies. According to official statements from the Polish Ministry of National Defense, the joint operation involved not only the Dutch fighters but also Polish aircraft, air defense units, and radar surveillance systems. As soon as the drones were detected crossing into Polish territory, response protocols were activated. Fighters were scrambled, ground-based radar tracked the flight paths, and surface-to-air defenses prepared for engagement. While the ministry did not disclose precise details about how many drones were destroyed by each system, Polish defense sources emphasized that the F-35s played a leading role in neutralizing the aerial intruders. Independent defense publications in Poland reported that more than 20 drones were involved, with the majority eliminated by Dutch aircraft before they could pose a danger to populated areas. The drones were launched as part of a much larger Russian strike directed at Ukrainian industrial and urban centers. These coordinated nighttime attacks, often involving a mixture of cruise missiles and loitering munitions, have become a hallmark of Russia's strategy to strain Ukraine's defenses, damage infrastructure, and sap morale. However, the proximity of Poland to the Ukrainian border makes it particularly vulnerable when drones veer off course or deliberately test NATO's resolve by crossing into alliance territory. For Warsaw, each violation of its airspace is treated as a national security incident, requiring immediate Allied coordination. This is where the presence of Dutch F-35s has proven vital. Stationed at the Krzyżany Air Base near Poznan, the aircraft arrived in Poland earlier in September as part of NATO's rotational deployments designed to strengthen deterrence along the alliance's frontier with Russia and Belarus. The Netherlands committed its jets to Poland not only to protect Allied skies but also to support NATO's broader security assistance and training mission for Ukraine, known as Intercept. Their tasks include air policing, reconnaissance, and readiness to intercept hostile or unidentified aerial targets. The events of September 10 have now demonstrated how quickly such missions can escalate from routine patrols to live engagements. For Poland, this incident was neither isolated nor unexpected. Over the past year, Warsaw has faced repeated incursions by drones and even missiles linked to Russia's campaign against Ukraine. In some cases, wreckage has been found in Polish villages, sparking domestic debates over the country's vulnerability. Only days earlier, on September 4, 2 drones crashed near the village of Lukowa, once again forcing Poland to scramble Allied aircraft, including Dutch F-35s, to intercept the unidentified objects. These recurring episodes explain why Poland has invested heavily in strengthening its air defense network and why NATO allies have rotated their most capable fighters into the region. The Ministry of National Defense has repeatedly emphasized that the Polish armed forces remain on high alert, constantly monitoring the situation in Ukraine and ready to defend national airspace at a moment's notice. This posture is supported by Allied aircraft stationed in the country, creating a layered defense system where ground-based radar detects incoming threats, Polish and Allied jets scramble to intercept them, and surface-to-air batteries stand ready as a last line of protection. The integration of Dutch F-35s into this structure offers significant advantages, as the aircraft's advanced sensors, stealth profile, and networking capabilities allow it to detect, track, and engage drones more effectively than older fighters. The psychological impact of the Dutch participation should not be underestimated either. For the Netherlands, deploying F-35s beyond its own borders marks a clear signal of commitment to NATO's solidarity. For Poland, it represents reassurance that its concerns about border security are taken seriously. For Russia, the sight of NATO's most advanced aircraft patrolling so close to the Ukrainian battlefield serves as a reminder that the alliance is willing to act decisively when its territory is threatened. These dynamics play directly into the broader struggle over deterrence, signaling, and escalation that has defined NATO-Russia interactions since the start of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The drones themselves also highlight a significant challenge for NATO forces. Russia has increasingly relied on relatively cheap unmanned systems, some domestically produced, others imported or modified, to conduct long-range strikes. Systems like the so-called Gerber drone, fragments of which were discovered in Poland after the September 10 incursion, are designed to evade defenses by flying low and in swarms. While individually they may lack the destructive capacity of a missile, their numbers and persistence make them difficult to counter. The fact that advanced fighters such as the F-35 are being deployed against these low-cost systems illustrates both the seriousness of the threat and the costly imbalance created by Russia's drone warfare strategy. Poland's decision to temporarily restrict parts of its airspace during the latest incident demonstrates how seriously Warsaw treats even small-scale incursions. Civilian safety, air traffic management, and military readiness all come into play when unidentified drones appear overhead. For local residents, the discovery of drone wreckage in fields or near villages is a stark reminder that the war next door has real and immediate consequences. For NATO planners, each event becomes a case study in how to refine response times, improve coordination, and adapt air defense strategies to evolving threats. As the war in Ukraine grinds on, the likelihood of further drone incursions into Poland or other neighboring countries remains high. NATO officials are well aware that Russia's use of drone swarms and missile barrages often creates spillover risks for alliance members. The Dutch F-35 deployment is thus part of a larger pattern of Allied reinforcement that includes US, British, and other European air assets rotating through bases in Eastern Europe. These moves are designed not only to intercept potential threats but also to signal unity and readiness in the face of continued aggression. The September 10 incident serves as both a warning and a reassurance. It warns that Russia's drone campaign poses a danger not confined to Ukraine alone but potentially extending into NATO airspace. At the same time, it reassures Polish citizens and NATO allies that the alliance is prepared to act swiftly and effectively when such violations occur. For the Netherlands, the successful interception of drones demonstrates the operational readiness of its F-35 fleet and underscores the value of investing in next-generation capabilities. For NATO as a whole, it reaffirms the principle that an attack, or even an intrusion, into one member's airspace will be met with a collective response. Looking ahead, the balance between deterrence and escalation will continue to shape NATO's strategy. Deploying cutting-edge fighters like the F-35 against swarms of drones may appear disproportionate, but it highlights the alliance's determination not to allow any breach of its airspace to go unanswered. Poland will likely continue to request additional reinforcements and to strengthen its layered defense system, while countries like the Netherlands will use these missions to demonstrate credibility and resolve. Each intercepted drone may represent only a small tactical victory, but together they send a strategic message: NATO's eastern flank is guarded, vigilant, and ready. In the end, the confrontation over Poland's skies is about more than drones. It is about the security architecture of Europe, the credibility of NATO's commitments, and the willingness of allies to stand shoulder to shoulder when tested. On September 10, Dutch F-35s played their part, proving that even in an age of unmanned warfare, the presence of advanced fighter jets and the cooperation of Allied forces remain indispensable in defending the skies over Europe.